take, that would take, I don't know, I'm looking for the word to use. Look, the first time I traveled out of this country was 1983. Naira was stronger than pound sterling. So how do you then, from there, you'll be talking about 1,700, 1,800. If I'm not careful, it's going to become 2,000 naira to a dollar, 3,000 naira. Nigeria will just collapse. Everything will just collapse. God forbid. So the solution to this naira dollar rate is that the government must be bold enough. Government is powerful. Government has absolute power if they want to work. But Nigerian system of government, there are two powerful individuals. The system of Nigeria has built individual rather than strong system. We have strong individuals rather than strong system. So if he will confront it, I've just told you now that the MDs of banks are the principalities behind this naira depreciation. Look, you buy dollar at the government rate. There's a round tripping. You take it over and bring it to the autonomous market. There was one sentence President Buhari made in the early days of his government. You know, that one will just talk until people begin to call him back. He said the bureau de change, all the bureau de change, they are owned by the director of central bank. And then some people are saying, you don't say this on national television, but he was saying the truth. If you want fresh mint, fresh currency, you can't get it in your bank, but you find it at parties. They buy it to spray. Where is it coming from? Directors of central banks. So the president will have to do a holistic thing. Will make a scapegoat of 2 or 3 banks. The government know what to do. And I believe the government know those that are behind these things, but they are powerful people. It is confronting those powers without caring whose up is God that will save Nigeria. You withdraw the licenses of 2, 3, 4 banks, powerful banks. Others will sit right. They know what is happening. Cardoso is a banker. They know what is happening. But can you confront them? Because, like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, Tinubu that I saw, what he did in Lagos, his pedigree, he knows what to do. He's even bold to some extent. But if you want to go the whole hog, even the APC house will come down. That's where the problem of Nigeria is. Because in Nigeria, individual owns the party. Democracy in Nigeria is only on paper. It is not working. America will be very sorry to see what we have turned their presidential system into. In Nigeria, democracy is only on paper. Because he who owns the grassroots, that's why I advocate grassroots. That's why I call in the church. I say, look, we are many enough. We have the spread. But you can't change the system you are not involved in. We know who owns APC Lagos. Look at the problem between Federal Minister Wike and Fubara in Rivers State, even if you don't know any other thing. People know that. What is the problem between Minister Wike and Fubara? Grassroots. The structure that produced you. You want to spoil it? No. 32 or 33 states, houses of assembly, one person owns 27. So how will Fubara survive? But Fubara is not doing any new thing. He's doing what he has seen in Lagos. He's doing what he has seen everywhere. That's Nigerian politics. When I went into politics in 1992, I just went there green. I was popular in Ibadan. Femi, Emmanuel, I was on radio and other things. When the war chairman agreed that I am good for them, they want me to represent them, they now told me, we must take you to our godfather. I said, what is godfather? They said, Nigeria is godfatherism. And that was the time of late Chief Lamidi Adedibu, the strong man of Ibadan politics. Said, except he endorse you, there is nothing we can do. It took me there. And like body loan, like anywhere, they just want loyalty, somebody that you cannot say no. Until he got that assurance from all the fathers. Said, I know this man is a strange man. Oh. This man, we don't know him. Oh. So that's what his plan is. And that is what it is everywhere. I'm from Oyo State. I mean, my base is Oyo State. Sheyi Makinde, you know how close we are. Today is Omitutu. You can't even be a councillor. You can't be anything. What can you be in Lagos without body loan? So what will you do in Rivers State without Wiki? And that is what it is all over. So Nigerian democracy is just paper. It's a different setting. And that is what has brought us to where we are. Strong individuals, weak system. So if the president want to leave history behind, he shouldn't mind. Go ahead and say this is the right thing to do. It's not going to be easy for him, but I believe it's doable.
Sir, lastly, the church. I hope over the last few years you've been an advocate of the church.
Yes.
You know those numbers.
Yes. Yes.
How far with that campaign, sir?
Well, the church is a sleeping giant. I told the church fathers, I told all the general overseers, when they made me the national director, to enlighten them in politics and governance, that you can't change a system you are not involved in, not in Nigeria. You can sit down and pray for God to bring good governance in America, in UK, in Canada, in Europe, not here. Not here. Because for every God-given opportunity, there's a human responsibility. God will not do for you what he has empowered you to do for yourself. And I told them, we have prayed enough, and God has answered our prayer over this country. Anybody that is still praying, God intervene for Nigeria, God give Nigeria a good government, God save Nigeria, is wasting time. Is praying a prayer of ignorance. We prayed for God to help us. God brought a tide of revival into Nigeria. The kind of influx to churches in Nigeria is not common any other place in the world. Take RCCG, for instance. A church that had parishes everywhere. Take Living Faith Winners, for instance. Multiplying churches all over. Don't let me mention Chosen. Don't let me mention Mountain of Fire. Don't let me go to Trem. I'm still talking about Pentecostals. I haven't gone to Anglican, to Methodist, to Baptist, to Orthodox. Don't let us talk about Catholic. The reason I'm not mentioning those ones, they are more democratic. But we Pentecostals, and of course I'm one of them, our members follow us like sheep follow shepherd. If you were to ask them to do what they would do. But unfortunately for the church, over the years, the church has preached its member out of politics. Politics is evil. Politics is dirty. That's what we grew up to know. You don't go near politics like you are going to hell. Leave politics for the politicians. That's what brought us to this level. We have left it for them. This is what they have made out of it. You can't have credible candidates if you don't have credible delegates. And delegates are from the world. Nigeria has 36 states plus Abuja, 774 local government, 8,800 wards. You see that ward, that nucleus called ward, is where power is. That ward ESCO is where power is. You saw what they did for Shiomole now. The chairman of the ruling party, he and Governor Obaseki, with Shuaibu in those days. All that they did was to go to his ward and get those 7 men. They may be organizer, illiterate, hungry. And you need to go to the ward meeting to see those who constitute ward membership. You will cry for Nigeria. They are miscreants, hungry, jobless. Those are the people politicians put at the grassroots. And it is from those people, no matter what you think of them, where delegates will come. Because they own them, they fund them, they pay them, it is whoever they want. So they just went to Oshomole's ward and got the ward escort to say he has done an anti-party activity. So we remove him from our members. We sack him. And the constitution allowed that. So all in favor say yes. Yes, they signed. Our member, Adam Oshomole, removed anti-party. So they took it to court. I remember the judgment. Court said, well, if you have been served from the root, Oshomole is no longer to law. It's no longer known as APC member. The whole house came down. APC quickly had to replace him because, as they say in law, you cannot put something on nothing. That nucleus is where Nigerian youth, patriotic Nigerians, and the church don't know. I told the church, having voters card does not guarantee that you are going to have credible candidates, because it is who the politicians bring you continue to vote for, and they will continue to bring themselves. Look at our National Assembly. Some senators and House of Assembly members have been there since 1999. My wife will say, but this man has always been coming. I say, he's the owner of the structure. He's the owner of the grass. If he's tired, he will ask his son to go, or his wife, or his cronies. That's Nigerian politics. You can't read it in any textbook. It's unknown anywhere that a man. Look, democracy is supposed to be the government of the people, by the people, for the people. It's not so here. It's only on paper. It's the government of a few manipulating the illiteracy and the poverty. Poverty has been weaponized. And when people are poor, when I joined SDP in those days, people will get to ward meeting and be fighting over 500 naira and be fighting over 1,000 naira that Papa sent and say, you cheated me. My own supposed to be 500. And then I will say, Baba, what's all the problem? Say, you took my, okay, you take. They never have seen it before that somebody will use his own money. Because everybody going to politics is going there to see what he can take. But somebody to be bringing his own money, if that gave me influence over them. So I told the church, no matter your number, no matter how much you pray, even if you pray and your eyes turn blue, God is not going to come and be the ward chairman and be the vice chairman. And those 7 or 8 or 10 people, it is from among them you choose delegate. Delegate are those who will go and choose candidates. Except we understand that let the youth of Nigeria, let the patriotic Nigerians, let the church know that, look, and what is what? Where you live is your street, your community. You not to join them. Do your due diligence, pay your party card, attend meeting. You are one of, and of course, political parties are in caucuses. As you see them, they are in caucuses. Each caucus sent there by the political godfather that needed the power. So patriotic Nigerians and you, I pity the youth, not like I pity the church. Look at the massive young people we have, but they are unorganized. They are not organized. When people talk about NSAS, NSAS was just, it wasn't organized. That was why the thing even was miscarried. And after NSAS, what has become of the youth? They are on social media. And you don't win election on social media. No structure, no leadership. Church has structure. The reason I thought I could work with the church is highly structured. One of the most structured institutions is the church. The church is highly structured. The church has a line of authority. As big as Anglican is today, or Catholic, or Redeemed, if they want a policy, a decision, once they tell the right person, it cascades down. And before you know it, they are going in that same direction. Say, why don't you use the same? We have told these people politics is evil, politics is bad. Let's tell them we are sorry. We didn't know then. Politics is civil responsibility. You are a Nigerian. You live in a street. You live within a ward. Join them to pick the right delegate that will put the right candidate. If you don't have the right delegate, you can't have the right candidate. If you don't have the right candidate, you can't have the right president, you can't have the right governor, you can't have the right senator. Look at them in the National Assembly. I can tell you that over 80% in the House of Reps are proteges. are sent there by godfathers. The Senate is a little bit different. They are populated by ex-governors, ex-senators, those who have stolen the country blind. I was telling them, in the Senate, you have many ex-governors. OGD is there, Oshiomhole is there. So many, they are there. And the first thing you did is to take 160 million to buy SUV. Many of you have more than a dozen SUV in your backyard. Is that not wickedness? Each of them took 70 million to refurbish their offices. The person that left there, did he roll away the carpet? Did he remove the ceiling? Please. Did he carry all the way the table? I've been using this office now for how long? I've been using my car for more than 8 years. The thing is not giving me any trouble. Now you said the road to your local government is not motorable. So you need a strong, bulletproof, padded SUV. Ex-governor, 8 years, he has stolen for 8 years. Some of them have been senator the 5th time. So every 4 years, you change your office with 70 million. Every 4 years, you took a new car. You collect constituency projects, 300 million, 400 million, each senator, each National Assembly, to go and do work. Is House of Assembly, are you to do the construction? Aren't you supposed to do law all over the whole country? Our own is different. They got there, the first law was for themselves. The first law was to pad themselves, and they will tell you, look, go and look at our salary. Our salary is 1 point something million. Salary is from the revenue mobilization. They know the truth. They will tell you the constituency project is not through us. It's a lie. Because all those people in the MDG, they must, if not, they won't even get there. Oversight function is oversight stealing. I saw the National University Commission, the Vice Chancellors crying out that the senators are exploiting us. You can't pass any law of your something without they have their agent. If they say they are coming to visit your agency, you must be ready. How long are we? It is pure wickedness. Pure wickedness. How can you, that has been in the National Assembly 4 times, still be collecting money for SUV? And these things are bought in dollars. And you are saying Naira dollar is going down. How will it not go down? So anytime I see National Assembly, the committee want to investigate this, I say thieves want to investigate thieves. It's all like, we have to be frank. In fact, there are some media houses that cannot carry what I say. They know it's the truth, but they say Femi is too true. They will withdraw our license. But except we are factual, except we are ready to be truthful, we are not going anywhere.
So what's your message to a lot of your followers who are looking for hope, and put it that way, in terms of
well, we must not be hopeless. We still give them hope that Nigeria will be good. Nigeria will be good if we all rise up and do the right thing. Look at what I'm saying here today now. Suppose the youth that we are told is 60%, suppose they got this message right and say, let's put ourselves together. Local government by local government, state by state, let's appoint executive, let youth start meeting. It's not just marching on the road. Let's start meeting. Let's structure ourselves. Suppose the church has the population, church has the spread, church has the intellectual power, church even have money. Church even have money. If they believe in a cause, somebody is building a cathedral of 160 billion. I just came back from Port Harcourt from my friend, Biome, if you see what he's building. My friend in nature, if you see what he's doing. Suppose we got this revelation right and say, let's re-educate our people. I said to them, going to your pulpit and pouring out venom, abusing government, cursing them, giving prophecy. When did the church become prophecy, or who become government, who become president? Is that what prophecy is meant for? It's not for encouragement, for motivation and all the rest of it. So out of frustration, you are abusing government, you are calling them names, you are causing it won't change anything. Nothing. So suppose we got this right, the hope is that Nigerians should rise up. Since we are doing democracy, we don't want anarchy. We don't want military boys. Let's go into that same system, but let the good people go. And let's appoint good people to represent us at the world. And from them, good delegate, credible delegate that will bring credible candidate. Nigerian problem is leadership. Nigerian problem is leadership. We have selfish leaders, wicked leaders, stealing leaders, visionless leaders. If we can fix leadership, in 10 years, Nigeria will come back. That will tell the truth. I just said now, I want to send people to that National Assembly, and the first thing to do is to say, look, we are lying ourselves here. Let's go back to true federalism. Even though we are going to lose our seats. Even because, what does Nigeria need a bicameral legislature for? Tell me, the Senate and the House of Rep, what are they doing differently? Apart from saying the Senate as the one that will approve the president's appointees. No different. They are doing the same thing. And we are paying 360 National Assembly, House of Rep, 109, 103. The same job. Why do we need that? In fact, the National Assembly members should be on part-time. What are they legislating? What are they doing? We just waste money and we kill Naira. We brought down our economy. So a good government, a good people will fix this country within a short time. So the hope is that let's rise up and go there and take it from them. They are not, look, power is not serve a la carte. They are not going to give it to you because they are enjoying it. The country is dying, it doesn't concern them. It doesn't concern them. I watched the plenary 2-3 days ago. One senator from Ogun State brought a bill that whoever will aspire to be governor, deputy governor, Senate, House of Rep, state legislature, and all like that, should be a minimum of a degree holder, HND or equivalent. Maybe some of you watch it. And the Senate president, according to the custom, all in favor of that bill should speak in support. Our people were speaking in support. All those speaking in support are from the southwest, southeast. So when those speaking in support are finished, those that are against, come and see hands. One, in fact, I caught headed that night. One said, look, if you can recite the whole Quran, you are equivalent to a degree holder. I said, Jesus. If you can recite the whole Quran, you are equivalent. Somebody said, there are those who hold masters that cannot write application. Going to school is not education. In Nigeria of 2023. And you say we must work together. We are the same nation. Look, sir, if I said to myself, why did I even go to know these things? Why should it? Ignorance is a bliss. If this roof is burning and you don't know it's burning, you can be sleeping until it burns you. But if you know it's burning, you are restless. I am so restless because God made me, and this is my conviction. And God said, look, I made you to see it. What stopped me from being on my pulpit? And I'm doing like every Jew. I told our Jews, I said, all you Jews, sometimes we are even wicked. Because all the Nigerian crisis does not affect you. It's not that you are stealing money, but a general overseer is protected. His structure protects him. I don't have a personal car in my name, but I ride all the cars. I ride all the Range Rovers, all the Lexus, bought by the church for me to use as long as I live. Have you visited a GO in the redemption camp? Asoro cannot be better than that. It's not his name, but he enjoys it. I said, look, I resist our organization. If you see the kind of security they want to throw around me, I said, no. You see some GO, when they are coming, you think governor is coming. It's not them, but their structure. I said, which of us do not have churches all over America, all over Europe. And our church members are saying, Daddy, come on. If there's any problem, Daddy, come on. I said, look, you are protected. You are not hungry. But look at the congregation we are pastoring. Look at the squalor. Look at the destitution. Why should we have the conscience to say, well, things will be better? I said, it will be better. I said, there must be intentional education and mobilization. Nigeria will change. The hope of Nigeria is that Nigerians should, every nation decide the kind of government they have. If we are waiting for America to come and change it, we are wasting our time. If we are waiting for God to come and change it, we are wasting our time. Because God has already given us victory, but He won't do for us. He won't come and cast election for us. He won't come and become a world chairman for us. And voters card won't change anything. I told the body, I told the church, I said, the way we are going, if you vote 100 times, you'll be voting for the same people. Because they are the one that owns the structure that will produce them. You see what some of them will go there, that they put their wives. When their wives are done, they put their son. Your own is to vote. And Nigeria voters are like tissue paper. When you finish using you throw it away. Now, after the election in February or March, where are the voters? Till another election. And then they will call you out another election, you are coming out again to vote for the same people. Is something wrong with our brain? So this is the problem we are.
Thank you.